I wanted to give you share with you just kind of a big brother's perspective on Val, her life, and what it was like to have her as a younger sister. As most of you know, we grew up right here in Escondido in the home that my parents still live in today. We had a typical brother-sister childhood relationship growing up. I used to tease her quite a bit, but she never used to just take my harassment lying down. Just as most of you know her today, when she was a kid, Val was a real fighter, very spirited, and never wanting to take any kind of grief from anybody. It was all in fun, though, and in the end, we did have a loving relationship growing up, as did the rest of my family. Then, as young adults, we were close enough in age that we shared many of the same friends. We enjoyed going out together with those friends, sometimes double dating, and occasionally getting in trouble together. One area of our lives that I felt an especially close bond with Val was in athletics. We started running together when we were both on the cross-country team in high school, and really ever since that time, along with my dad, I've thoroughly enjoyed the time that we've spent together taking runs on the beach or on trails. And I really can't wait, and I'm looking forward to that time when Val, my dad, and I get to go on a run on the beach together again. Because the next time it's going to be really cool. Because we're going to be able to go as far as we want to. Because we'll have an infinite amount of time, and we will never grow weary. I also wanted to offer a big brother's perspective on what would appear to be the very untimely death of my sister. After all, she was only 38 years old. She had her entire life ahead of her, along with an awesome and loving husband in Chris, and 3 incredible boys in Ryan, Gavin, and Tyler. You know, the world views Val's passing now as one of the worst disasters that could ever befall a young family. But for those of us in Christ, death is not a tragedy. It's a triumph. Val is far better off where she is now than to be in this world. Psalms 116:15 says, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints." And as you all know, Val is truly a saint. She's in a place right now so wonderful that we can't even imagine it. And we, her fellow believers in Christ, will soon join her. As Val was lying in her bed last week, unable to move, unable to even speak, one of the things that I whispered into her ear was that I'm right behind you. Sure, I'm going to miss Val until then. In fact, the pain right now is indescribable. But this separation is only temporary, and we're going to be reunited with Val for an eternity. And when we are, just as the scriptures promise, our tears will be wiped away forever. And then, Val, my dad, and I are going to take that run together on the beach.